Hello, everybody. Welcome to the human body class. My name is Mr. Sohan,
And alongside Mr. Sohan, I'm Mr. Kavanaugh.
and we teach this class together for a couple periods of the day. 3 periods of the day, period 5, 6, and 8, I do by myself without Mr. Kavanaugh. But if your child is in class periods 1 and 2, they are lucky enough to have both of us together. So we will guide you through the course as we go through these slides.
So first thing we want to go over is a couple of supplies that your student will need. Probably be a good idea to have a binder. There are some PDFs that we've been providing virtually, and hopefully when we get back to live class that they're going to have some handouts that they're going to keep. So that takes care of the binder and the notebook. Make sure they have a folder to keep their things in. That's more of an in-person supply to have, and we'll keep things here in class for them, but then hand them back towards the end of the quarter, graded and complete. Pen, pencil, and Chromebook. Big one there is the Chromebook right now. A lot of our apps, as many of you might have found out the first couple months of school here, work best on a Chromebook. A lot of other devices, cell phone or iPads, some of the apps that we use in class don't work as well and they can't function. So the Chromebook is the best supply to have right now for a human body.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think we really need the first 4 on this list.
You might not need
as
them now.
long as we're teaching remote.
Yeah,
right?
Definitely the Chromebook is.
It's all inclusive.
Yeah,
the Chromebook.
Yeah.
Okay, so when we look at some of the objectives of the course, I designed this course along with another colleague of mine who teaches at the North Campus. And we designed this course together because we felt that there was a need to have a human body component that was missing in the school's biology curriculum for so long. Now, when they come in as 9th graders, they take the Living Environment Regents course, and there's a small unit that covers human body in that, but we felt that it wasn't enough. The school has provided a honors level section of anatomy and physiology, but that section was so small that it was not allowing many students to take it. So we created this course to satisfy that need. There are a lot of students who are interested in sports, who are interested in sports medicine, interested in nursing, things like that. So this is a great opportunity for students when they're done finishing their science regents classes to take this elective course and learn more about the human body, get a better understanding and appreciation for the human body and the systems. Now, these are the units of study that we're going to be covering this year, starting from the top left and going down. We've already gone over the introduction to structural units. We've already gone over the chemistry of living things, and right now we are finishing cells. We already we already had an assessment on cells, and right now this week specifically we're focusing on the microscope. When this unit is completed, we will move on to tissues, and then we will start beginning the human body systems. And it's going to start with the integument system, which is the skin. From there, we will bounce from system to system to system until we get all the way through the entire list, from skeletal, muscular, nervous, all the way through all of them, ending with the reproductive system. And that's what we end with in the 4th quarter. We do have some time at the end of the 4th quarter for review, and the review will be for the final exam.
So another reason why the Chromebook is so important is because we have online text. It's not an actual textbook. Even when we were meeting in person last year, it was online, and we utilize the Chromebooks quite a bit in Human Body. So this is what the text looks like. If you were to see it on the front cover, you'd be able to recognize it. But the next slide, the textbook is accessible to your child by their Launchpad. In their Launchpad, they're going to go and find that icon where it says NGL Sync. And they've been set up with a username and password already, and that should all be set up. We've used this textbook in September and at the beginning of October. So they should all be set up with that and know how to access it. But just in case you needed to know, that's how they get on to their online textbook.
Getting back to the final exam, right now we are counting on having a final exam that's going to count as 20% of the final average. So that will carry the same weight as the regular quarter averages. Last year we had to change that as a result of COVID, so we were not able to administer a final exam, and so the averages were just the first, second, third, and fourth quarter averages combined. We're hoping to have a final exam at the end of the year this year. As far as for the grades, it goes 10, 20, 30, 40. 10% comes from homework and classwork. The students will be given projects periodically. They're going to be called the disorder projects. Once we get into human body systems, they will be assigned a specific disorder for that system, and a project will be expected of them. And they're going to get used to that as we begin that procedure. We're also going to be doing labs, and labs are going to count for 30%. Right now we're working on the microscope lab. Labs can be assignments that take all week. In fact, the microscope lab is an assignment that they have been working on for 3 days now. And then the assessments count as 40%. The assessments usually come in the form of quizzes. I believe, along with Mr. Kavanaugh, we've talked about this, that using more smaller assessments is more beneficial than fewer larger assessments. So quizzes and tests, they kind of mean the same thing to us right now, and they count as 40%.
So the students in Human Body have been invited to join the Remind app, and we're going to offer you that same invitation if you want to download Remind. Once in a while, Mr. Sohan will push out reminders, maybe the night before a quiz, or if there's an important announcement regarding what's coming up in Human Bio. It's a great app to have. It comes right up on your phone, and the kids really enjoy it. They rely on it an awful lot. And even for communication between student and teacher, it's an easy way for them to communicate with us. You don't really need the Google Classroom code, because if you're watching this video, you know what the Google Classroom code is. So welcome to our Google Classroom again. So the next slide, if you need anything, if you want to set up right now a virtual meeting, we can do that through the guidance office, contact guidance, and we can take care of it that way. And
I'm not sure if we're doing in-person meetings in guidance.
Not yet. I'm pretty sure there's not anything in person right now.
So it would be virtual.
That's where the guidance counselor would come in and set up a virtual meet, and we would schedule that if you have any questions or concerns for us.